Welcome back to District Bar Talk. I'm Buster alongside Jeff.
Yo.
And Rick.
What's up, guys?
And we got the man, the myth, the legend, Connor Loughran with us today.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How's it going, man?
Good. The man that knows all the waterways in Southern Maryland.
That's got to be the first topic.
Yeah?
We gotta try to drill him on that at some point.
Okay.
I don't know how we're gonna do that, but
I didn't prep enough for that.
I didn't.
Yeah,
know it's on or not.
I didn't study any channel markers.
Yeah,
quiz them on.
We're gonna have to blindfold him and drive him around to different ponds and lakes and stuff.
It's just
saving the world last night, so he was a little busy.
Yeah, we're gonna find like some big puddles and stuff and be like, well, it's fucking waterways.
I had to double check the rules today to make sure we didn't have to wear masks to do this.
Yep.
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
So Rick's coming live from San Francisco.
Yeah.
What's it like out there?
Well, a lot of people holding hands. Girls with guys, guys with girls, guys with guys, girls with girls. Everybody just loves everybody here.
They fucking everybody out there.
Everybody can understand that if they're not watching this.
Yeah. Well, don't tell them.
Yeah.
They have to watch. Because now apparently we're on the YouTube. I had to do my hair and everything for it.
Yeah.
Oh, looks
great. Yep. So by the time you hear this, everybody in the same areas has to wear a mask in public, basically, is the rule, which I guess is good, but it's fucking annoying. I can tell you that.
Well, yesterday we were working because we had all the wind and shit, and went to Birchmart, and they had a thing that said you weren't allowed in without a mask on, but we walked right in and never said anything to us anyway, so I don't know what deal is with that.
I mean, I guess I get it at this point, especially where it seems like we're kind of over the hump right now. Everything's starting to settle down, and I think a lot of people are getting fed up with the hysteria. And it's like, no matter what positive news comes every day from the virus, like lower numbers and the models that were way higher or way off, nobody wants to, well, certain people don't want to credit that. You know what I mean? They get like pissed off and like you're just like a tinfoil hat guy if you say anything to the contrary. So it's getting aggravating, but I guess at some point you have to protect the people on the front lines in the grocery stores, right?
We are well-noted tinfoil hat guys. So
yeah,
that's right up.
Still haven't met anybody that actually has it. I know anybody that actually has it.
I know somebody.
Really?
Yes.
Real person.
Real person tested positive.
Okay, yeah. And you know this person.
I know this person.
You know a lot of people, though. I have a funny feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be like running for county commissioner here shortly.
No.
You know all the waterways. You should.
I go by boat and hand out pamphlets. And
there you go.
You had mentioned that you did your hair, Rick. My wife, I actually braved it and let my wife cut my hair this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Which, I mean, I have a mediocre haircut anyways. So, but she didn't butcher it. I was impressed.
There's less gray in there now.
There's a lot of gray.
It's not noticeable.
Oh, it's not noticeable. That's just the lighting.
We let my brother-in-law cut Jackson's hair, so that was interesting.
I think I'm going a full quarantine bowl cut look.
You should. That is. We had a couple of Amish guys over today working on the garage, and that's what they use. Obviously, just judging by what their hair looked like.
I was so nervous. I was butt nervous though to let her do it. Like I knew for sure I was going to end up with like a one all over or look like Rick.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
But thank God she didn't butcher it. So,
Connor, what is the coronavirus doing to the real estate market? Is it killing it?
No, not necessarily. I mean, really, stuff's still moving pretty well. We've set up just safety protocols is the big thing. Actually, right before I came here, I was showing a house, and you were only able to see the house from the outside. So they opened all the blinds, turned all the lights on in the house, and you could just peek in the windows.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. My client the whole time was like, "Man, this just doesn't seem right."
Yeah.
We're using Zoom a lot. Where we'll do a tour on that. They've changed some, like I said, more procedural type stuff, but we're still rolling.
Yeah, imagine with technology, you guys can just take somebody with a camera phone and go through the house pretty much and do like a walkthrough that way.
Yeah, we started off like that, and then we'll write like a contingency in the contract saying like that they're physically able to walk through the house. We're trying to limit the number of people walking through the house, but still kind of get it shown, if that makes sense. So we're doing a lot of like 3D tours and stuff like that. It's a little bit more on the marketing side of it, cost wise, but keeping everybody safe, trying to.
I have a relative who works for a title company, and they're doing curbside closings.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So they're bringing your closing documents out to you in your car. You know, they're wearing masks and gloves. They're handing you paperwork and everything through the window. You're keeping certain papers, and you're not giving the pens back, and they're sanitizing the stuff. And it sounds like a big old pain in the ass, quite honestly.
It is. They've cut back on closings too. It used to be everybody sit around the table, you know, you bring grandma there, all kinds of stuff like that. Now they've basically broke it down to even the realtors aren't allowed to be in the room.
Right.
So you know, sellers show up, they're there for a half hour, everything gets sanitized. Then buyers come in, they sign everything separately. You know, it's just different way of life.
This sounds terrible.
I'm so fatigued by the whole thing. Like every day, it's like, what's going to be different today, or what negativity? I'm just so like done with it.
Yeah. So what's the market like? Like, is this the time to buy or sell?
Depends on what side you're on.
I guess that's right.
You know, selling right now, there's about 325 homes on the market, which sounds like a lot, but you have a population of like 115,000 people or whatever St. Mary's is. There's really not a lot of options out there. Homes are flying off the market as long as they're priced appropriately. So, you know, it's weird though, because buyers aren't willing to overpay for a house like they were in the past. Last time, real big boom. So they're pretty much just sitting back and they're like, all right, if I can't get it for my terms, I'll just stay in mom and dad's basement. That's fine.
I wish I was back in mom and dad's basement.
Oh yeah.
Good. So you found a flower shop that was open?
Yeah. I'm wondering, I'm going to ask you guys, because I haven't really talked about it with anybody but myself. Should I call the cops on them?
Yeah, you definitely should snitch.
Just out of pettiness. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're still open. It's up in Charles County, but still.
Yeah, it's not even St. Mary's.
They're not even taking his business, but just
yeah, just because I can't be open. So why? I mean, I'm doing the right thing, assholes.
You should Google every flower shop in the state and any of them that are open. Just call them.
Just call them. Just call them in, even if they're closed. Just call them.
Yeah. How many car detailing places are open?
Well, a lot from what I see. We're essential. We're automotive repair shops.
Oh, okay. Your vehicle maintenance.
Yeah. Try again.
A little bit more bad news. The Cowboys are trying to murder people. They had a party with like 30 people. Clearly going against social distancing and quarantining. So they continue to be the worst organization in the world, I think is fair.
It's like Dallas Cowboys, Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
Who am I missing?
Hitler's
Al-Qaeda
Germany.
hasn't pissed me off lately, really. You know, kind of stayed to themselves.
It was Dak, right? It was him specifically that did it, correct?
Yeah, I think
Dez Bryant was there.
Yeah, that's right. He was.
Amari was there. But you know, they could have fixed this all by just putting their phones in a fucking Tupperware thing and be like, "Hey, you get this at the end of this party."
Yeah, that's like the Giants love boat. Remember that when?
Right before the playoffs or something.
Yeah, just don't put your shit on the fucking phone.
Oh yeah. They were all in Timberlands and jeans on the boat. Yeah,
appropriate boat attire.
Yeah,
right.
Was the guy from Hughesville there?
Which one?
The blue Mohawk guy.
Yeah, the guy that got arrested.
That's right. Yeah, he probably was.
Probably
he should be.
He was definitely a Cowboys fan.
He's definitely.
That party had so many pairs of jean shorts there. Throwback jerseys. And I won't.
Chances that Dez Bryant wore his own jersey.
Seems high.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at least 75%.
I don't think he would go with Amari.
No, he's definitely wearing a Des Bryant jersey.
Yeah.
Love me some me.
The XFL died due to coronavirus. So
Yeah,
they probably added all those people who used to have jobs to the coronavirus death toll.
yeah.
But that sucks. They got to play like 4 fucking games and collapsed.
5. They made it halfway through, but I guess it was the TV contract money. There's probably clauses in. I mean, the game has to happen for the advertisers to get to advertise, and therefore they get their money. So once that fell apart, that was it.
Last time a soccer stadium in America will be full.
I saw on Twitter Mike Fulco was like coming all over himself when they got
Mike's been hating. Mike's been hating on the XFL ever since it started. I don't get it. Like, it doesn't affect you. Shut up. Leave it alone.
Why would anybody root for it to fail though?
That's what I have no idea.
Because even the NFL shouldn't, because it's after the NFL season. So why?
Yeah, there's so many people that are like taking victory laps because they called that the XFL was going to fail, but I don't know why. Why?
I don't think it would have failed if this coronavirus stuff didn't happen. I think it would have been fine.
Yeah, it would have played out. I don't think it would have ever been comparable to the NFL.
No.
A long time, if ever. But for a secondary league, I mean, I think it'd be beneficial for everybody because NFL can pick these guys up.
Yeah. They did pick up a few, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah. So
tight end from Dallas, Parnham was his last name. He got picked up today by the Chargers, I believe. So
the games are fun to go to, man. DC was doing it right with the beer snake, and it was just a reason to go watch sports and get drunk. I mean, there's nothing else happening in the winter, so kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Did you see Bud Light is coming out with a 6-foot pack? It's a case of beer, which has 72 cans in it and is 6 foot long to promote social distancing.
Genius.
So Bud Light continues to be experts in marketing.
Right.
I don't know if you can actually buy these things, but I will if I see it.
Yeah.
I saw Ricky Tippett posted this afternoon. Budweiser is doing a nitro, like a regular Bud nitro. That's the first I'd ever seen of it.
Yeah, I've never seen it either until today.
Yeah.
What is it?
So it's like a regular Bud Heavy, but it's the nitro, like infused type beer. You ever had any nitro brews?
No.
I'm not sure how to explain what nitro brews are.
It's just nitrogen, isn't
it? Right. They put a bunch of nitrogen in it. It makes it like
CO2. They probably use nitrogen or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, does this make it like foamier or something?
Oh, who knows? I'll try.
It was great.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Which means that could mean a lot of things. He said it was great. So
yeah, Ricky Tippett said it was great.
Yeah. Tastes like Coors Light.
All right. Quick game. 3 people you're forced to shelter in place with. You can pick any 3 people, but they can't be friends or family. So which 3 would you want?
I ripped this straight off of Pardon My Take, I think. So
that's okay. Fine.
We got to have content, guys.
So what do you got, Rick?
I'm going with, and I have reasons for all. I want Guy Fieri just for the food aspect.
Yeah,
because he seems to be into the same foods that I'm into, just by watching diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yep, he looks like he's about 185 too.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then this is a controversial one because I don't know if this would go well, but I want Cat Williams.
Oh.
Somebody to make me laugh.
Yeah.
And I think he would do a good job of it. But I can see him being a perpetual complainer, and it would get aggravating after a while.
Yeah.
So that was my second. Hold on. I got to find my third one. Oh.
So look at that.
Ready? Luke Combs.
I almost picked him, actually.
Yeah. Because I need somebody. He's not my favorite, artist or anything, but I've been watching a lot of videos of him, like on TikTok and stuff, and he just sings everything. Like he'll just pull out a guitar in his little hunting shack and start singing shit. So I want somebody to entertain me.
Yeah, I'm
So those are my three.
I thought he would be really awesome to have beers with too.
Right.
So that's a good call.
Luke and Guy would be pretty cool, I think, to have beers with. Cat, I'm not sure. But he would have weed, and that would be fine too.
Do you think Cat Williams and Luke Combs would get along?
That's gonna be no.
Probably not. Probably not. But hey, this is my shelter in place, not his.
There you go.
All right.
You got
my three, I'm gonna go with Jeff Bezos because
he has money.
Well, because if I got to talk to him long enough, I'd have to learn something that would be useful. So hopefully, I could be rich after that.
For you too.
What's that?
He would drone some stuff in for you too.
That's
Exactly.
True. Yeah,
Right.
some top secret shit going on there. Yeah.
He'd be like, "Hey, boss, this was my other idea besides Amazon."
Yeah.
Right.
We could probably still get the 2-day shipping. Scarlett Johansson, because maybe if I'm quarantined with her for a month, she'll get desperate.
And Megan doesn't listen. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's not in the house in this scenario, so
See, if I'd have known that, I'd have switched up what was happening here. Okay.
Right.
that's the
Michelle
route
listens. I didn't pick anybody good looking or a female.
Oh, you've learned your lesson, pissing off your wife on the show?
No. I have honorable mentions. We'll get to those after y'all are done.
All right, and my third was Max Scherzer because obvious Nationals reasons, but I think he would be probably the most fun one to drink with. He seems like he's a little crazy.
Yeah. That's it.
So those are my three.
I went Bert Kreischer because he fucking parties hard and he would make me laugh constantly.
Who?
Again, tell the Russian machine story over and over again. Number two, I went with Brad Pitt because I also think he'd be fun to have a beer with. He'd have some fucking stories, and he might have nude pics. He might have nude pics of Jen Aniston on his phone.
It's true.
Good chance of that. And Angelina Jolie. Wouldn't mind seeing those either. And then three, I actually went with a chef as well. I went Gordon Ramsay though.
Oh, I didn't even think about him.
Did Gordon Ramsay because he would be hilarious and a good time, and he would hopefully teach my wife how to cook and yell at her at the same time, which I would crack a beer open to that. So
right.
You got any comments?
Gordon.
Sure. I just kind of threw this off the top of my head. First off would be MacGyver because
genius
with nothing.
That's true.
Musical aspect, go with Zach Brown.
Money.
And I guess third, kind of playing off Rick there would be Dave Chappelle.
Oh, that's a good call.
I mean,
that is good.
He's got enough comedy in different areas where he can be black, white, Asian. I mean, you guys have seen the race Olympics and all that, and the racial draft.
Yeah.
We'd be set.
Well, there's one thing I know. I'll say two. He's definitely black, and he probably is going to bring weed. So you'll be set.
That's way better. That's way better than Cat Williams. I should have thought about this harder.
It was your topic. You didn't think about it.
I mean,
not really.
So you have honorable mentions. Who were
they? Bruce Wayne. Same reason. You're Bruce Wayne.
Oh, okay.
You know, same reasons as your Jeff Bezos, but he can kick your ass. So that, and then the chick from Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah,
Robbie.
Yeah,
you have honorable mention of mine too.
See, yeah, okay.
So I mentioned Brad Pitt and then you, Margot Robbie. I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood this weekend. Have y'all seen that movie?
No,
not yet.
Quentin Tarantino film. Well, then y'all are going to have no input. It's basically DiCaprio and Brad Pitt are in it. Margot Robbie's in it. A few other people. But it's about DiCaprio plays a kind of getting washed up Hollywood Western star, basically. And Brad Pitt is his stunt double. And they end up stopping a famous murder in Hollywood, like it's set back in the 60s. It's good as shit. Y'all should watch it. But it's a Tarantino film, so it's almost 3 hours long. So
right,
carve some time out. What's that?
You got a ton of awards too, didn't it?
Yeah. I think Brad Pitt got like the actor of the year or whatever off of it. Even though I think he was second best to DiCaprio in it. But I didn't
I
know
was-
if y'all had seen that.
I was kind of being a cheapskate and waiting for it to be a rental, which I think it is now.
It should be. I watched it on Stars or whatever, DirecTV. So
Yeah,
it
the
should
only thing I watched last weekend was Trolls World Tour.
Mm.
Ugh. So you did too,
Yeah.
which Michelle, she said, "Hey, I'm going to buy the new Trolls movie," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And she said it was like $20, and I was like, "Whatever, that's how much a movie goes for."
Yep.
She didn't tell me it was a 48-hour rental for
Oh.
$20.
Hey, I had 24 for $20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah.
I guess it's what they're doing. They're not releasing them out into the theater. They're releasing them to these streaming services or whatever. So
If we had
Buyer
VCR
beware.
still, we could just record them. Put the
That
tape
is
in,
true.
be good to go.
God damn it! Why?
You could just go ghetto and set up your phone in front of it.
Yeah.
Then you could sell it for $12.
Exactly.
All right.
There you go.
Shaky camera and all.
I had an audible mention. Paul Rudd. I feel like he would be an awesome guy to hang out with. Everybody likes Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
Funny, probably not an asshole.
probably an asshole, but
So,
still
maybe.
fun.
Yeah, possible. Seems great.
I'm really regretting my Cat Williams decision.
So
Go
I
on.
was thinking about this earlier. It's not really coronavirus related, but if you could only have eaten one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Not what's your favorite food. This is something you have to eat every day. You know what I mean? So like, if you like tuna, you might get tired of fucking tuna. You know what I mean? So I was thinking French fries. They would be hard to get old, right? And if you're assuming that health isn't an issue in this scenario, but
Now,
that would be what I would choose.
is it only the one item, or can you like with your French fries? Could you get like different seasonings, different dips?
Sure.
Oh well, okay. And that's not a bad choice. I think I would go. I would go pizza.
Pizza's a good one.
I love pizza.
Yeah.
And you can make it more cheesy, less cheesy, different toppings every day. That's a no-brainer for me.
I could eat pizza a lot. That's a good call.
Yeah, pizza was what I was thinking too. So if Connor wants to go, maybe I can think of something different.
I mean, I think you guys go there all the time anyway. I'd probably just get Chapco Market fried chicken.
Yeah, I can't imagine getting tired of eating that either.
Rick,
Right.
what, 3 or 4 times a week? You ever get sick of it?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not as long as they keep on pumping out that bread pudding. I'll be there.
That shit's good.
I went there the other day and didn't get the bread pudding, but I got a chicken sandwich, and the chicken sandwich I got there was different than the chicken sandwich I got there back when the craze first started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to bash them as a business.
Oh, but you just did.
No, I still enjoyed it, but it was not the same piece of chicken that I got, 4 months ago or however long ago when the craze hit. So I'll leave it at that. We can talk about specifics off air.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else besides pizza. That's my go-to. I love pizza. I'm a bit of a pizza snob. Like, I'll judge the fuck out of every restaurant that I get a pizza from. So
I have
pizza.
a question for you guys. You guys are all from the northern end of the county and all this kind of stuff. What's up with Pizza Hotline? Like, people in the north end of the county love it. I've had it before. I was like, it's okay.
I like it.
It's up there for me. Like, it's a top 5.
Yeah, I got to run back the audio from when we ranked our pizza.
Yeah, I would, off the top of my head, I think for me, it's probably Pizza Hotline and St. James Pub are up there together.
Right. Yeah, I think that was about the same. I know I was St. James Pub. But what are you, like an OCI guy or something? What's the deal?
OCI is the only place you can get pizza and lumpia. Yeah, exactly. Pizza and lumpia. I'm not a huge fan of OCI. I loved Nico's in the park when they were open. You guys ever have pizza from Nico's?
I never got the pizza from there, but I've been there. Yeah,
best.
I have not.
Chiefs actually has good pizza too. They
I
have
could
stuffed
see that.
ham pizza. That's awesome.
I haven't had their pizza because I can't get past the chicken salad stuffed ham sandwich that we've created.
Yeah, I
I've
gotta
never
try that.
seen that before until you posted that.
You have to try it. You're down there all the time. Try it. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed.
I can spit on cheese from my house. I mean, I'm like right there.
Yeah, all right. Well, just don't spit in the sandwich.
Don't spit in your sandwich.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, this week's episode is brought to you by Kyle Carranza, State Farm. He insures over 2,000 great people just like you, and he's at least one claim every single day. Many days, 2 or 3, and he's seen everything from a minor glass claim to an auto fatality and everything in between. Call him today to make sure you are prepared for your worst day. Kyle Carranza, State Farm, 240-237-8184. Rick, you brought up before we started a Cal Ripken conspiracy theory.
Yes, I heard this on TikTok today. TikTok's been my source of all information, so it's got to be true.
Yeah.
They had a baseball conspiracies, and they were talking that Cal Ripken was getting close to the streak. Well, he had a day where he was about to miss a game. So Camden Yards shut off like half the lights in the stadium and said it was an electrical problem. But turned to find out that they were stalling because Cal Ripken left his house, forgot something, turned around and went back and found Kevin Costner knocking boots with his wife. And then apparently Cal Ripken beat the shit out of Kevin Costner and then got arrested. So they could not, he had to go to jail, of course. And so he was going to miss that game. So they had to find a way to postpone the game because that was the only reason people were going to Orioles games anyway. It wasn't for their record or how good they were. It was to see Cal Ripken beat the streak.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
Is Costner from around the area? How does he tied up with Ripken's wife?
I don't know. Why ask these questions, boss?
Yeah.
Just go with it.
I like it. I believe it. I'm in.
Yeah, I believe it.
I feel like you have to be pretty ballsy to fuck with Cal Ripken's wife. Like,
Not if you're Kevin Costner.
yeah, but I guess he's bigger nationwide than Cal is. But Cal's a big dude too. Cal is a bear of a guy. Like,
Right. We should have a set of balls if we tried to fuck with Cal's wife.
Yeah.
But Kevin Costner has that set of balls. It's called I am a A-list actor.
yeah,
Bull Durham. I mean, he was a baseball player too. So
it's true.
In the field of dreams.
See, I feel like it's possible because of the time frame it happened in. Like, if it happened today, somehow it'd be on the internet. But it was possible that happened. Nobody really fucking heard about it. Scott kept it quiet.
Easy to cover it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Right,
So you said he spent
go with it.
in jail?
That's what they said, that he went to jail, and that was the reason why he couldn't make it to the game.
I feel like that part might have got out.
Yeah.
Well,
He got money. He could pay to keep that shit quiet.
he could have.
jail in Aberdeen. He owns Aberdeen. What are you talking about?
True.
He probably built the jail for him.
I'm in. I believe that this happened. I think we can call it a fact.
Yeah.
Me too. Did I disappear for a little bit because somebody was calling me? I'm trying this whole on the phone Zoom thing.
It's working great.
Yeah.
All right.
NFL drafts next week.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing it virtual. I don't really know the details. Do you guys like where they're going to be located?
They're all going to be at the house of whoever makes the decision.
Okay.
Right.
So
Goodell's going to be in his basement.
Is that like Ron Rivera's house or
who makes the decision? I guess we'll find out when we see.
Interesting.
Right.
What are you gonna do if Bruce Allen pops up on the screen?
Break the TV.
Burn all my Redskins gear.
Hey, what if somebody like hijacks the system and does like boo sounds when Goodell shows up on the screen, even though he's in his own basement? Like that would be great.
I feel like it's very possible that the system gets hacked because have you seen any of the setups that they're trying to use? It's like the guys have never seen computers before. Like it's like
I don't think this is going to be. I don't think this is going to be as bad as everybody's making it out to be. Pretty sure these people use this shit all the time. They still make the phone calls for the trades and to put in the picks and all that other stuff. The only time that this stuff is going to come into play is just so it can be seen on TV.
Well, there's no reason it shouldn't work. I mean, it's the
Right.
fucking NFL. If they can't figure this out,
If this broke dick podcast can get 4 people together and put our faces on there and then upload that to Spotify or whatever, then to YouTube, then there's 100% chance that the NFL is going to do it 1,000 times better than us.
Yeah.
So I don't think we should get all worried about this.
Do you think there's going to be any team that has a computer error and misses their pick?
No, because they're still calling the picks in.
Do they have an auto pick like in fantasy?
Yeah, auto pick.
That would be funny. I mean, I wouldn't rule that out. The Minnesota Vikings didn't get their pick in person. So it's definitely possible if it's all virtual.
The Vikings are idiots because of that. And then remember they picked the one guy, the like German guy, because he like knew the coach. This is an obscure story that nobody remembers probably.
I remember something.
Basically, the coach like knew the guy. I was like, yeah, we'll fucking pick him. It was like the 5th round. It just seems like a huge waste of a pick just for the story. But
well, didn't Tampa pick a kicker 2nd round?
Yeah, and then they cut him like a year later because he was the worst kicker of all time.
Aguayo, right? From
Yeah. I'm in my fantasy leagues. I don't even draft kickers.
Yeah, I wouldn't draft a kicker in the NFL draft.
No.
Although I did see Adam Vinatieri's son is getting. I don't know if he's entering the draft this year, or maybe it's after next year. But if he's anything like his father, he might be worth a 3rd rounder, maybe.
No kicker's worth any of it.
Justin Tucker is worth like a 3rd rounder.
You can find any Pele on the fucking streets of Mexico, and they can kick the ball as hard as you want them to. Okay.
Pele. Jesus Christ.
Are we going to do anything for the draft?
I think we should. I think we should do this, maybe with a couple buddies, and drink some beers and yell at each other. I'm hoping that maybe we can get some different teams involved, fans of teams.
Yeah.
So there's some shit talking.
Right. If we do this, I really hope the Redskins draft like Jordan Love or some shit. It just goes crazy, and that'd be good content, you know?
Tua.
They're going to be terrible anyways. We should just admit that and try to be entertained.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to be that bad. I don't think they'll be that bad.
I agree with you, actually, but inevitably we'll be disappointed. So.
Oh, yeah. Definitely disappointed, but I just don't think they're going to be trash.
I got them.
Are you a Redskins fan?
What'd you say?
Are you a Redskins fan?
I'm a Redskins fan. I mean, I don't follow religiously because they suck too bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, season tickets and gave them up, and everybody I knew that was sitting around us gave up their tickets too. So
we all made the right choices.
Yeah.
You're telling me.
I don't remember the last time I went to FedEx. It's been a few years.
It's been a couple of years for me as well.
I went year before last to a game. It was I think it was actually when we played the Panthers. I went there.
Oh, speaking of the Panthers, Christian McCaffrey just got a boatload of money.
Yeah.
Oh, he deserves it.
$15 million a year. He basically plays 2 positions. So.
And he's the best. He's the best in the league at both positions, essentially.
Right.
Yeah. And he's only 23, I think, isn't he?
I
have no idea.
I'll put this bet that he is out of the league before he's 30 years old.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way he's putting all that mileage on. He's going to make it to 30. There's just no way.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Running backs, I give him like 2 more years.
I think it's not even going to be a gradual wear down. It's going to be a catastrophic injury. Like that's what's going to happen because his body's going to wear down a little bit, and then he's going to take a huge shot and blow his Achilles and never be the same or something crazy.
I'm with you. They're not getting number 1 pick in the draft because that's who I'm taking.
I think I have the number 1 pick in our league that nobody cares about. Don't know why I brought that up, actually. So I'm going to draft him. So this year is the year that injury happens. So.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's going to be worse than the Madden curse.
Yeah.
The
big contract and Buster drafted you. You're fucked.
Yeah. basically, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's time for Just the Tip, presented by our man Connor Lockford.
Do you want to do the read, Connor?
Oh my God, that would just be awkward. Almost as awkward as listening to somebody else talk about me. So,
Oh, okay.
we're a buster.
Thinking of buying, selling, renting, or investing? Connor M. Lockford is a seasoned realtor with Century 21 New Millennium with over a decade of experience, and he's ready to assist you with your next real estate experience. Born and raised in Southern Maryland, Connor knows all of Southern Maryland's waterways and the land in between, as noted. He utilizes technology and small town values to connect with you on a personal level and exceed your expectations prior, during, and after you buy or sell your home. Mention District Bar Talk to receive a free 1-year home warranty on your next home sale or purchase. Contact Connor today at 301-904-1760 or at www.connorl.com. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Connor, what is the most expensive house you sold?
1.2 million.
1.2 million. What's that? 3% of that.
He knows. He knows.
Oh, he knows
All right. So I hear all the horror stories. Well, not horror stories, I guess. Maybe. Do you have a lot of issues with people seeing houses? Have you ever been in one of those sticky situations, or is that more the female real estate agent?
Well, like creepers calling up?
Well, like going to see a house and then all of a sudden she's laying naked in the bed and it's like, hey, or is that just important?
We wouldn't call that a creeper situation. That would be called a fantasy.
I was going to say that's Rick's fantasy. He might have been on like Reddit or something like that, reading up on it.
xnxx.com.
No, nothing like that. Biggest thing we have is like day sleepers, people that work night shifts or something like that. And you got to bang on the door and be all loud just to make sure they're awake. Walking through and you're like, hey, is anybody here? Stuff like that. Or
have you ever walked in on somebody
I walked in one time and knock on the door for probably a good 10 minutes. Saw a car in the driveway. So I'm kind of being extra loud. Hey, is anybody here? Is anybody here? And I walk in the house.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Connor's frozen.
That's that Piney Point shit.
Yeah. Piping in internet there like sunlight.
Yeah.
Walk the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
all right. So you knocked on the door really loud and you were yelling really loud. That's as far as we got.
Okay. So
you froze.
So yeah, I was knocking on the door, yelling, hey, is anybody home? And then I walk in the house and the lady's at the top of the stairs in a towel.
Nice.
It's like, shit, sorry. No.
Do you need me to dry you off?
No.
Oh.
No.
Keeping it professional.
No, grandma didn't need help drying off.
Any crazy stories? Any squatters?
I was in a foreclosure before, and this was recently, and saw like heroin needles laying there and stuff like that. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. I have coworkers that have walked in on a vacant house and walked in on 2 kids in there hooking up.
Nice.
So yeah, it was.
The needles, did you find those in Lexington Park?
California.
Close enough.
Same diff. I'll trash that area now that I don't live there.
Yeah. The only thing good in there is Mod Pizza.
Oh, that's debatable. But
what? Crazy.
I think Mod Pizza's pretty overrated.
Yeah.
Pizza.
What?
Yeah.
You don't like Mod Pizza?
It's good because it's like $8 and you get a good sized pizza, but it's okay.
I think you're not making it right. It's your pizza that you make.
It's true. This is true, I guess. What do you put on yours?
I just do like a meat lover's joint.
Right.
And it's delicious.
Do you guys know what OnlyFans is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that's porn related, correct?
Well,
no, not necessarily.
Sort of. You pay like a monthly fee, basically to see naked women.
That's porn related.
Yeah, but I don't think
there's some on there trying to make an honest living, Jeff. God damn it.
I can't imagine who the fuck would pay for an OnlyFans account. But apparently Lizzo is launching one. So
I know which one I'm buying.
if
Oh,
you
I know who's going to sign up for hers. Kyle Larson, first person to sign up for that.
Rick Mattingly.
yeah. Yep. So that's good segue there. So NASCAR is not happening. They're all iRacing. And apparently this is worse than actual racing because Kyle Larson has his headset on, apparently tried to talk to the guys, thought he was on mute, and decided to yell at the N-word. And it's weird to me that his first reaction when he thought he was on mute was to say that word. So he's been cut by whatever
Everybody.
race team he's on. He's out of NASCAR right now. Just can't imagine what he was thinking there.
He's a young up and comer too. Like he's not just like washed up nobody. Like he's one of the faces of NASCAR. I knew it was going to happen. I saw earlier today or yesterday that it was like the sponsor dropped him first, then Chevrolet dropped him. So then the race team has no use for you anymore. So
yeah,
I don't know what he's going to do.
You got to think about.
Was check and see if that was the guy from Port Tobacco because I don't. I was like, oh man, I bet you it's the guy from Port Tobacco.
Yeah,
wouldn't have been surprising.
Yeah.
You got to think about this guy though, and his self-awareness that he did not say the N-word the whole time until he thought he was on mute.
Yeah,
like he's trained himself pretty well.
So whose fault is it really? Is it his fault or is it whoever fucked up and didn't have him muted?
It's iRacing's fault.
It was a trap.
So when I heard about the story, I Googled Kyle Larson, saw his picture, and I was like, okay, this fella's not white. So I wanted to see if he could say it, right?
Wait, he's not white?
What?
He didn't look fucking white to me.
No, he's white.
It doesn't.
He's half Japanese, is what it was.
So,
I thought you were gonna say like maybe you looked up Kendrick Larson.
I thought he looked up Bubba Wallace or something.
No.
He's probably okay.
He could probably say it.
Yeah.
No, it might have been a quarter. His mom was Japanese or some shit, but I think that still means you can't say the N-word. So, not a good choice by him.
You have to be 75% black to say that word.
Is that the ratio?
A good ratio.
I think that's the only way you get away with it. I don't even think Bubba would get away with it. He's only like half, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Bubba would get away from it.
He was also in the news because the week prior, he was iRacing, wrecked, and got really pissed off. Like he was playing Grand Theft Auto, and he just quit. He basically fucked his shit, and he turned his controller off.
Threw the sticks and walked away.
Yeah.
They call that in the video game world a rage quit. That's what he did.
But at least he didn't restart it, you know. That's what I would do.
But his sponsor dropped him.
Right. Yeah, he lost a sponsor over it.
Yeah, because those guys are getting paid real money by these sponsors to do the iRacing.
Right.
Man.
So yeah, you got to put the show on. So
things are going really well for NASCAR right now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, they're in the news. So that's good.
Any publicity is good publicity for them. So.
You guys dye Easter eggs with your kids?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I actually didn't. I don't know how that happened, but I didn't.
I fucking hate it.
That from Rick, but not from you.
Yeah. Father of the Year award.
I didn't do it either.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking despise it. It's not fun. It's a mess. You can't ever make them look good. I hate it.
Oh,
so you didn't do it?
My wife did. I didn't participate.
Okay, good, because I didn't either, and I just didn't want to feel like the asshole dad that didn't do it.
So did you guys dye eggs with your kids? Everybody acts like yeah, and then it's like okay, actually nobody did.
Not a chance. No.
What's worse, dyeing Easter eggs or carving pumpkins?
Dyeing Easter eggs. I
hate carving pumpkins.
I like carving pumpkins. I like doing little cool designs and shit.
I can get away with the pumpkin because I can find an easy design for the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's pretty tedious too.
No matter what kit you buy, all the tools suck.
Yeah.
If you use like your regular big old fucking knife, you can't get all the intricate design into it. It's just a big pain in the ass, the mess, and then when they start to rot or when Halloween's over, you got to throw them. It's just.
I do hate a rotting pumpkin because we usually let them sit out there a little too long, and then the whole thing falls apart, turns your sidewalk black. It's a big pain in the ass.
Mine just goes right off the back deck, so it's not really a big deal.
It lays
Just
right
what?
on top of the Christmas tree.
Exactly. Piece of shit. I'm surprised you don't throw your garbage out there either, too.
That's what my neighbor does. All right, so Jeff brought this up in text the other day. It's an issue that men have.
Yeah.
Take a piss.
Oh.
You shake it. You try to get the drips out, and then you put it back in your pants. And every fucking time, one more drip.
Yeah.
So if you piss 10 times a day, you're got 10 drops of piss in your pants.
Yeah. That's the
Impossible.
under.
Impossible to avoid.
Yeah, and no matter what you do, like they say, you shake it more than twice, you're playing with yourself.
Yeah.
I will go to town on myself trying to make sure it's not going to drip, and it will still 100% of the time drip.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have like a prostate problem. Like I don't know what's
I
happening.
have the same issue.
Yeah,
I'll be at work and I'll have khaki pants on, and I'm like, I know this motherfucker's gonna drip. There's gonna be a fucking dot. And I shake the shit. I'm about to come. I shake it so much, and I throw it back in my pants, and there's the fucking spot, and I have to dry it off with the fucking paper towel before I go back to the office.
I have learned though a technique. So when I shove it back in, I'll like hold my pants out for a second, so that my underwear just absorbs it.
Oh
Right.
my
And I'll
god!
let the pants go. It's a huge issue.
You guys think about it too much. Like it happens, but it just happens. I don't like sit there and like, man, I better shake it this many times, or I better air out my underwear first, or just
I just don't
it's
really
like a
like
way of life.
the feeling of piss dripping down my leg.
Yeah.
It's not great.
No, it's not. I there's a few times where I guess I've cut it off a little too short.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get like it goes like down your leg, like you actually did piss yourself.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like, God damn, my socks are wet. Like
Yeah.
it's the worst.
That's usually where I have to tuck mine in. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like women don't know that we are constantly walking around pissing our pants.
Well, I don't want to hear shit from women either because they constantly piss their pants too. If they had a kid and then they go jump on a trampoline, they're pissing themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what stinks worse at the end of the day. My underwear or my wife's thong. I don't know.
It's your wife's thong. I'm sorry. She might be a clean person, but that is floss up her asshole.
Yeah.
And her
Who knows
vagina.
for getting that close?
He's not part of Muff Diving Monday. It's a movement.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Me either.
Do y'all have any other like daily conundrums that you have like that, whether they're subconscious things that happen or things that bug you that you like battle every day?
Yeah, something that bugs me every day is as soon as I take a sip of coffee, I have to take a shit. So I get to work, make a coffee, and I'm like, okay, well, the 30 minutes are gone now because I have to go to the bathroom. Coffee gets cold. I never have to go when I finish the coffee. Coffee's always hot.
So that explains why our government and the defense sector is so unproductive at work. That's why they drink so much coffee. It's a big puzzle. I've got to figure it out now.
Yes.
So they drink like 6 cups of coffee. They have to shit 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
So by the time they do anything, it's like 3 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah,
Buster, do you guys play Jenga in your cubicles?
No.
I got a buddy and it pisses me off, man. He puts stuff on Instagram all the time and he's got like the big picnic party in the middle of all these cubes and they're sitting there doing that. And then like every other day they're going on a damn team building thing down to like the pavilions on the base.
Yeah, a lot of barbecues going on that fucking base during our time that we paid for.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I bet.
I've never even been to that beach house.
Well, this kind of pigtails off of what I had, which was something that you suck at that you shouldn't. Is that how I worded it?
Yeah.
Something
that other people are good at.
Yeah. Something that most people can do that you suck at.
Yeah. What are y'all's?
I got a couple. Ironing clothes, as you can see by my wrinkly ass shirt, look perfect.
Man, have you seen? You look at that shirt?
I can't iron clothes. I can't do it. I try it. I'm not good at it. It's just a mental blank space.
You got to use the steamer, man.
I got one of those too, and I'm not really good at that either.
That's pretty easy.
I also had making pancakes. Pancakes are one of the most simple things to cook. I cannot cook a perfect pancake for the life of me. I can't fucking do it.
You picked kind of hard things, I think.
Make the pancake thing fairly easy.
Yeah, I just can't. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't do it. I'm a fairly decent chef, I think, but I can't cook a pancake.
I can't remember the last time like we have cooked pancakes from scratch.
Well, I mean, scratch meaning like out of the box.
So you mix water with the powder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. Don't you need eggs and shit too?
Hey, you can use eggs if you want, but
So you mean the last time that you made pancakes that weren't frozen in a box already?
Correct.
all right.
Correct.
I don't know if this is something everybody's good at, but it seems like most men know things about engines and like how things work, and I have no fucking idea. If I buy anything like a car or when I got my golf cart, everybody's got questions for me like, how many batteries is in that thing? What kind of engine you got? I don't fucking know. No fucking idea.
One that moves.
Yeah. I don't know how anything works that has an engine or is electric, basically. Like dishwasher? No fucking idea. If that breaks,
well, nobody knows how a dishwasher works.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
Connor?
maybe all men lie and they just YouTube shit and then they're like, oh yeah, this was the issue, and like they knew, you know?
See, like I feel like y'all's problems that you have, you could fix by watching YouTube. Mine, I don't think I can fix by watching YouTube.
What you got?
Which is
How to be a dad.
I can't. My kids are perfectly fine, thank you very much,
Okay.
and well adjusted.
Yeah.
JK.
I can't hit a baseball or softball. Can't hit it. I can make contact, but they don't go nowhere.
So you have like an inherent hand-eye coordination problem.
No, I can make contact. I make contact with the ball every time. But it's like I got noodle arms or something. They don't go nowhere.
All right, so we definitely have to set up a session of batting practice with Rick
That's fine.
and record that.
We can do that. I have great form. I look like fucking Ken Griffey up there every time.
Do. Yeah.
But I can't hit it.
Nah. You have anything else?
Fuck no.
What about you, Connor? Do you have anything?
I kind of have a mix of what you guys have said, along with Buster. Like when it comes to anything home related, I just fucking hire somebody to do it. Like it's, you know,
Big time.
Baller.
Sold a $1.2 million house. Maybe you got paid.
That's beachfront bargain hunt talking there.
How many $1.2 million houses did you sell?
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, you know, Rick, you know what you're good at, and you can make more money detailing cars to have somebody do something for you at your house. But that's kind of my thing. Like, my dad isn't good with that kind of stuff, so I never learned how. My father-in-law is awesome when it comes to like home repair and stuff like that, and I've tried to learn a couple things, but it's like, fuck it, I don't have time for that. You know, and then talking about baseball, Rick, I never played baseball as a kid. Now I've got
either.
A kid playing baseball and a kid playing t-ball, and I'm lost. It's just like, you know, you get to like that 6-year-old level of baseball, and they're better than me.
Too advanced.
Yeah, once they get out of t-ball, I can't really teach you anything. So,
one thing I forgot to mention with the Kyle Larson thing, Marcus Stroman, plays for the Mets, challenged Kyle Larson to a fight.
Yeah.
Which I'd like to see.
I'm sure Kyle Larson is very interested.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's going to pass on that one.
We had one other thing we had texted about, like certain skills that immediately make you like a loser.
Yeah.
I saw people have been posting so many pictures of what they're doing during quarantine and all that. And I keep seeing pictures of people putting together big ass puzzles, like 40,000 piece puzzles.
mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but if you sit and you do puzzles as a hobby, I'm kind of judging you. You're kind of a loser.
Are you talking
Connor,
about
do you do
hobby?
I do not do puzzles.
Okay.
I'm not Amish. Electricity, internet. What the fuck are you doing puzzles?
I can't imagine deciding I wanted to sit down and put a fucking puzzle together.
Unless you're a child or you're a really old person.
My kids don't even like puzzles. I had to fight
Not fun.
with my 3-year-old today for like 20 minutes to do an ABC puzzle. It was horrible.
I'm waiting for y'all to finish because you're basically bashing the shit out of Michelle right now. She didn't. She doesn't do it as a hobby because I would divorce her if she did. But when the this whole stuff started and she was trying to find something to do with the kids and whatever, she's decided to put together puzzles. I think they did 3 so far. I have maybe put 6 pieces in place. So
I have seen
but
some photos of people. So this doesn't apply to people still working, but if you're stuck at home and you have jeans on at any point, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Why would you know if your jeans fit you at this point?
Right.
What's the
answer is they probably don't because everybody's getting fat while they're on quarantine.
I think I told you all last episode. I have not worn anything that does not have drawstrings.
And that's what you should be doing.
Yes.
Jeans are horrible.
Rick, do you want to know what number 2 on my list of things that make you a loser a few years?
Detailing a car, being a bad
car was literally number 2 on my list.
Don't be mad because I get paid to do it.
I'm not mad. Just got to watch out. You got a lot of competition blossoming around you.
I know. He keeps texting me. He wants all my secrets. I give them to him because I really don't give a shit. Like you can have them all.
Tell them to watch your TikTok or whatever. Don't you put all
Yeah. I'm blowing up. I'm getting famous on there. If I had another phone, I would TikTok this right now. But I don't have that.
You don't have
technology. No.
The quarantine world would explode if you TikTok a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Like that's like the 2 biggest things in the world.
You're talking about things that losers do. That would be one of them.
Yeah. So apparently Drew Brees is set to take over for Chris Collinsworth on Sunday Night Football when he retires. A lot of people hate Chris Collinsworth, so I guess this is good news. I don't really mind the guy anymore.
I got 2 reasons. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be good. One, the big ass birthmark on his face is going to be distracting, and 2, I think he's going to be just super like dead fish, just like he's going to be like Jason Witten.
Right. Yeah.
He's too nice of a guy. Like I don't know. There's not enough edge there. I don't know. It'd be like if Jason Villa decided to do.
Yeah.
These guys don't know Jason Villa, but
yeah,
he's just too nice. I don't know. Too vanilla.
I don't have a opinion on this either way. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not Collinsworth I never heard the Collinsworth retiring part. I thought he was going to ESPN.
I don't know. Maybe did I say retiring? I don't know. Apparently, he was going to take over for Collinsworth for some reason.
Somebody take over for Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. That's all I care about.
No, I like Joe Buck ever since he's been on Pardon My Take. He goes on there all the time with those guys. He's actually a really funny dude. But I don't know. I think he just gets a bad rap for being
Joe Buck.
I think Troy Aikman, so he's automatic loser.
Yeah, Troy Aikman part. You got that. Yeah, I see that.
Troy is Captain Obvious, but Joe Buck calls a good football game and baseball game.
I do like him in baseball.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I did see a highlight on Twitter of a random ass football game from a few years ago, and it was the Joe Buck and Troy Aikman game. And I missed hearing them because I miss sports so much. So that's where I'm at in life. That I wouldn't mind having Troy Aikman back.
Do you guys
hear WWE is deemed official or essential?
I did hear that.
Yeah.
Somebody that happened to me. One of their employees had coronavirus.
That's good.
So, but Linda McMahon was in like Trump's cabinet, I think. So, you know.
That's right. Yeah.
She can probably get it done.
Yeah.
Greasing some wheels, huh?
Yeah.
I see her.
I lost my notes.
Did you guys hear about the guy that accidentally ejected himself from a fighter jet?
No.
So apparently there was a guy who worked for a defense corporation, and as like a gift from his company, he got taken out as a passenger on a fighter jet, and he accidentally, while they were flying, hit the emergency eject button. So he got launched out of the top of it. And then he didn't have his helmet secured properly, so his helmet came off. It was a big disaster. I couldn't imagine if that happened to me. And I don't know how he didn't have like a heart attack. Because I feel like you go on a fighter jet, they're pulling like however many G's that they pull, depending on how fast they were going and turning and all. Like, you might die anyways, if you haven't done it before. But hitting the emergency eject and then be like parachuted down or whatever, and just like laughing about it afterwards.
I've seen Top Gun. Don't you have to reach behind you and pull them big cords? Seems like it'd be hard to do.
Foster, you should know about this. How do planes work?
Oh yeah, how's my
I have no idea how anything works, and that includes the program I'm on. So no fucking idea.
You just train. You know what you guys do?
What's that?
You just go to trainings all the time?
Yeah. Sexual harassment training is a big one. Things like that.
Diversity training. We had 3 days of that.
Yeah, here's my company's diversity training. Don't say the N-word.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if you think don't say it.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine your employee base is pretty Latino, Hispanic. Check that box.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't call them driftwood, you're good.
Sure.
I saw it. What's that?
So was that wrong?
I saw a headline that I thought was pretty funny. Pixar, that makes the Disney movies or whatever. Pixar.
Mm-hmm.
Pixar moms have dump truck asses. So you should, if you're hearing this, Google that, and you'll see that all the moms in the Pixar movies have fat asses.
Huh.
So that's a little Easter egg that I guess the Pixar guys like. White women with fat asses.
Okay.
That's all I have, really. You're going to have to Google it to see. I thought it was hilarious, though, because it's a thing.
All right.
Last thing I had was Ozark. Rick, have you finished Ozark?
Yeah, I finished it.
Do you watch it, Connor?
I've seen half an episode, didn't get into it, and now I'm not on my Corona list.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's time. We're through 3 seasons. I think it's time to start putting up there with some of the great ones.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's fucking good. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Well,
I'm with you.
You don't start another podcast about it, because the last one you did that on Game of Thrones, and it was like the worst season of any show ever.
Yep. I guarantee you we'll never do another podcast about a TV show.
No, we will. Ozark just doesn't have a following like Game of Thrones does. We gotta wait for that show that has that following to come out.
Right.
Which I have not seen one yet that has that kind of following.
So you happy with how it's gone so far? 3 seasons?
I was surprised by the last episode.
Yeah, no shit.
Didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just curious of how season 4 is going to go, if there is a season 4.
Have you started watching it, Jeff?
Nope, I haven't got around to it. I wanted to last weekend, and then I ended up watching a 3-hour Tarantino film. So I need to try to make time for it this weekend. I will try to catch up.
Make time during the most time that we have.
Have you yourself? I have 2 fucking little kids. Take care of.
Yeah, they're alive.
Jesus Christ. I didn't have any other topics. Jeff, you got anything?
I was today years old when I found out that the stickers that are put on fruit are actually edible, and the glue that they're put on with is actually edible as well. So
makes 2 of us.
Yeah. So with that said, I'm still not going to eat a sticker that's on my apple. But if you did happen to, by accident, it wouldn't hurt you. So that's a PSA in case you guys were ever thinking about that, which you weren't.
Right. Now I got to try it.
I actually eat the stickers off the bananas. So
it makes sense. You eat the peel too, right? When you eat the peel.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And you probably eat it like like long ways, like a sandwich. Yeah. Speaking of that, do you guys have any like shameful food habits that you have, like things that you eat that you're kind of like ashamed of to get judged about?
That's tough.
I'll start. One of my favorite things when I was a kid, and I still occasionally will do it. It's been a little while, but potato chip and ketchup sandwiches. Have you ever had that?
That is fucking disgusting. I can't believe you just said that.
white bread with Lay's potato chips and ketchup on it.
That's some shit that a white person would say.
It's like prison food. It's like poor person food.
Yeah, no kidding.
It feels like, but yeah, none of y'all ever tried that before?
No.
Yeah.
I'll throw chips like on a sandwich.
Yeah,
You know, get a little crunch in there.
but not as the main dish on a sandwich.
No.
Not as the binding factor of that sandwich.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I've definitely done some shady stuff before. Like if I don't have a certain ingredient, or if you don't have bread, you use some weird shit. I can't think of anything specific, but I'll improvise if I need to.
When I was a kid, I used to put grape jelly on my grilled cheese.
Huh.
Weird.
That is kind of weird.
What sparked that for me is I saw on Twitter somebody posted that they ran out of bread, so they made hot dogs and used a pancake as the bun. They made pancakes for the bun.
I think that's fucking genius.
Yeah,
The ketchup with the sweetness, I don't know if that'd be a good idea.
sweet and salty kind of thing. I mean, I guess I get it, but that's the whole thing that I saw that and I was like, I've done some jank shit with food. So,
Do you like ketchup, Rick?
I think I have a problem with ketchup.
It seems like you don't love ketchup.
I think I like ketchup. I put it on cheeseburgers, hot dogs, fries, all that stuff. But if it was just like a glob of ketchup in between white bread, I think I would puke.
I had the same thing happen with mayonnaise. We did the kids wanted to do some food challenge. So they blindfolded me and we were tasting food and putting it on Facebook and stuff like that. And first spoonful they got me with was a spoonful of mayonnaise. I was like, I put mayonnaise on a sandwich or something like that, no problem. But just like the consistency and stuff like that for a spoonful of mayonnaise was just horrible.
hey, we could do like a challenge online where we take a picture of the inside of our refrigerator, and then we can have people on social media pick two things that each of us have to combine in our fridge and take a bite of, and we have to do it on air.
Yeah, my kid would be all over that.
No.
I didn't see that.
No, I don't want to subject myself to that.
We've talked in the past about some of the weird things. I watch food challenge videos on YouTube all the time. Do y'all ever go down any YouTube wormholes or just random ass shit that you start watching on YouTube?
I don't really.
Yes, I have.
Like what?
Recently, hot shot trucking.
So what do they do? What are you watching?
It's a business. They just got a truck and a trailer. So I'm watching people's setups and then how they tie down their shit. And it's stupid stuff, stuff you don't need to watch at all. No point of watching it at all.
So
I did.
Were any of y'all Grand Theft Auto fans when you were younger playing video games?
Yeah,
I played it once. And that was it.
I didn't have the attention span for it. I played it 2 or 3 times.
Okay, so apparently people still very popular, but now the whole thing is people mod the games where they come up with code and these alternate games spin off of that game's universe. So basically there's a guy on YouTube that makes videos and he plays a cop in the Grand Theft Auto world. It's made to where you can first person drive around cop, arrest people, do the whole thing. And he posts his episodes online. And for whatever reason, it caught my attention. And now I watch every video he posts of him playing a modded Grand Theft Auto game. I have no idea what the fuck's wrong with me.
I was just talking to my kids about that the other day.
Yeah.
I always yell with the whole e-games and the iRacing and all that. I told my kids, they would sit there, they'll watch people play games. Yeah. I'm like, this is so stupid. Quit doing that. And then I caught myself watching the iRacing. It was just ever again.
So I have gone down a rabbit hole one time. Have you ever heard of this dude called Superhuman? It's HUMMAN. It's I guess he's probably like 16 or 17. He's this white, like chubby white kid, and he's got a lisp, and he takes his shirt off, and he like yells superhuman, and he does stunts. So he'll like jump through like light bulbs, like jump on a table of light bulbs or something.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this guy now.
And it's fucking hilarious. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, but it cracks me up every time. The way he yells it, it's just, he's a showman. You gotta watch it.
I did go down a WWE wormhole the other day. Just watching like the biggest bloopers in WWE history, or like
Bret Hart's death.
Owen Hart's, yeah. I put that one on loop. But no, just like yeah, and like when they come out of character, or when somebody actually gets hurt, during a match.
Right.
I don't know. I spent like 45 minutes watching these random ass WWE videos. I don't know what comes over me. I think that's like the one thing I have a little bit of like ADD with.
Didn't Stone Cold like break his neck during a match?
Owen Hart's like pile drove him, and his head was too low, so his neck actually compressed against the mat, and he like broke a couple vertebrae. Yeah.
Huh. What you're saying is Stone Cold is the reason why Owen Hart died.
Owen Hart committed suicide from Stone Cold guilt. That's my hot take of the day.
Karma.
I like this.
Did anybody watch the new episode of Tiger King? Like the interviews episode that came out? Joel McHale, I guess, did it?
No.
I haven't either, but I heard it was just him interviewing a bunch of the people from the show and asking a bunch of questions. And the person who told me about it gave me the hottest take in the world. Said that Joe Exotic shouldn't be in prison, which that's not the hottest take in the world because a lot of people don't think that. But he also said that Jeff Lowe is a good guy.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
It's the weirdest thing in the world.
You can look at that dude and immediately tell he's a terrible person.
Yeah.
Looks like he's from Waldorf.
Yeah. He was probably at that guy's party.
Yeah, the Hughesville guy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, I haven't seen that. I feel like it's going to be pretty heavy on Jeff Lowe because he runs the joint now. So
yeah.
And I hate that guy. So.
I'll just watch it.
Anything else?
Oh yeah.
Connor, you got any topics you want to add in?
No, I just want to thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for being a loyal listener and supporter of the show.
You don't have to thank us for anything. We have to thank you.
Sorry, the printer is a little busy right now. A lot of Corona posters and stuff like that they're doing. I didn't have a $500 check.
Well, we still haven't seen it yet. So
yeah, apparently it exists. It has not been delivered.
Apparently he doesn't have an envelope big enough.
Yeah, he's really selfish, not braving it in the coronavirus world and having a newborn.
Yeah.
Probably the most insured person in the world. I mean, but it's not covered by pandemics aren't covered, right? So
I'm sure.
Yeah, sure not.
because it has a name, right? Because they like named the pandemic. They're not going to cover anything.
Just like storms. That's why every storm is named.
Yeah.
Does his wife know that he is worth more dead than alive?
Well, she might now.
She doesn't listen. 0% chance.
Not a chance.
Probably not. She probably listened to that episode.
Yeah,
maybe.
Just to see if he fucked.
I doubt that too.
Oops. All right. Well, that's all we got. Thanks a lot, Connor. It was a good time. Loved having you on.
Thank you.
Yep.
That's it. Check us out, districtbartalk.com. Like, share, subscribe, review.
YouTube. Go to YouTube.
Oh yeah.
On YouTube and Facebook now, we got some video out. And I think we're gonna keep that up at least until we're forced back into the studio together.
Maybe it'll be permanent. I gotta get my recliner.
Yeah, what?
I gotta get one of the recliners back. You make this permanent.
Yeah. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys.
All right, see ya.
Thanks a lot.
Later.
Wondering, would you be my little quarantine? Is this the way it ends? 'Cause I told you my level of concern, but you walk by